life sciences sector is the 7th largest generator of jobs in the greater Boston area, even larger than the construction industry. In addition to that, we're also a major source of the GDP that's generated within the greater Boston area. The medical device sector within the life sciences, for example, is responsible for 25% of the GDP in this area. So both in terms of tax revenue from job creation as well as sales revenue from product, the life sciences industry is inextricably linked to our overall economic production here in the greater Boston area.
The opportunity for real estate and life sciences is to continue to support incredible drive for genomic medicine. And we're doing that now. There are so many opportunities to embrace all the technologies that are coming out of this revolutionary movement in science.
The life science sector is a really important part of our economy. It's an important part of our growth. It's one of the pillars of our economy. Life science has been growing tremendously, and so the vaccine that Moderna provided highlighted the strength of Boston's life science sector here. So we continue to grow jobs, we continue to grow opportunities, and it also buffers us for in times of recession. The life science sector, the hospitals, the healthcare institutions are always going to be needed and are going to continue to operate, and those jobs are going to continue to be there even during recession.
Boston's a really attractive, people, not just for, U.S. citizens, but for, people all over the world to come and be part of the growth. And so all of that, contributes to giving Boston, a competitive advantage. You couple that with the momentum that we have already here, it's just hard to imagine how we don't continue to be the leader in this type of research in the world.
Two things we're really watching at JLL are talent and residential development. On the talent side, this is a very limited amount of highly educated and highly specialized people. There's not a tremendous amount of people that have their PhD in life science. So do we have enough people, and can we attract enough people to Greater Boston to continue to support the industry's growth? And then on top of that, with all of the life science development and commercial development, we know we're not building enough residential. So that's something we're keeping an eye on as well, because to continue to attract these people to Greater Boston, they need vibrant communities and housing and a great lifestyle, so they'll come here and stay here.
The challenge and the risk for the ongoing success of the life science sector here in Boston is that we introduce laws and policies that make it more difficult for them to do business here and grow. We need to work with the life science sector and making sure that the community benefits and ways that they contribute to our community and our society makes sense and allows it to be feasible and attractive for Boston to continue to be a market that they grow in.
Increasingly, our tenants are asking us to design, engineer, and produce real estate buildings, lab buildings that are as close to carbon net zero as possible. This is difficult. Because a lab building can be 3 to 4 times a greater energy user than a regular lab or a regular commercial building. So we're having to figure out how to design these buildings differently in order to accommodate our tenants, as well as design these buildings that can be more environmentally sustainable and environmentally friendly within the communities in which they operate.
To keep a continuous and robust pipeline of buildings to be built, so that as these companies continue to be formed each year, they always have a place to land to support them in each phase of their growth. Small incubator accelerator space, graduation suites, for their first home coming out of that accelerator space, somewhere where they can land as they double, triple their headcount for 50 to 60,000 square feet, biomanufacturing facilities, really making sure that we are delivering space in a sequence that supports these companies' growth. We never want to risk any of these companies going to another location because they can't find the space to grow here in Boston.